When I was a kid, I always remembered around springtime, you'd see plumes of smoke here and there because our elders would be riding around with a horse and they'd be throwing matches out in their meadows and all that, burning their hay fields and all that. So it was practice that just over time people stopped doing it. I always tell these young here, and they start understanding that, hey, we do have the knowledge in our communities. Maybe we do need to start talking to our elders and all that more about the way it used to be done back in the day.
Thinking that when you light a fire, it's a big fire and it goes for 10,000 hectares and it's bigger than the trees. No, it's opposite to that. It's little fire. It's not a macho thing, it's a love. And it's a care and respect. Everyone is affected by colonization. White, black, doesn't matter who you are. Because if the land is looking like this, then we've certainly been taught the wrong way. It's not about the drip torch. It's not about fighting fire. It's about connecting to land and knowing that just us on our own with just simply a fire in our hand is all we need to heal the country. Because that's the way it always was for thousands of years.
I think one of the best messages I heard from one of our former chiefs, he says, tell me one time that the government has managed our forests and our fish and our wildlife properly. He says, tell me one time. And when we were talking to our people, not one person in that whole area couldn't think of one thing. So he's saying, what makes you think we can't manage it?
Every tree, every bush, it all has its use and it all has its relationship with fire. Cultural burning, in its essence, is just Indigenous people applying fire to the land. But beyond that, it's tying in everything about our culture and language, trying to find our ancestors' teachings and our understanding of our landscape, our history, and how to use that fire with a certain type of vegetation to enliven it.
A deer eats this dead grass, it won't be a healthy deer, but if it eats this green grass, it's healthier.
That's right.
So if the deer gets sick, we get sick.
Yeah.
So that we eat healthy deer, we get healthy. Fire's got so many benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Been around fires all my life, still looking at them.
Yeah.
Fire is sacred, and we already went through a lot with the wildfires.
You can still see the burned trees that are left, eh?
Yeah. This is where the fire actually started in 2017. Started this up over here. It was a lightning strike that year. Took off that way once the wind had it. Made all the evacuations for everybody. Because nobody was taking care of the land like we are now with the burning and all that. So it must have had a lot of buildup. So it just, once it took off, it took off.
What did it look like before?
Oh, there's a lot of trees back here. Like really lots. It's pretty thick, you couldn't even see that far in here. But now it's all open everywhere. And how much trees we lost in the community. Yeah, it just made it much harder for animals to get their vegetation and all that.
Yeah.
But hopefully what we're doing is going to help us out a lot.
Something about they want some burning down around their home too.
Okay.
And in some cases, we have to be more organized. We're sometimes moving closer to the community because we're actually doing work that people are requesting around their houses. And then might just like burn from the top down. Just make it go slower if we can. We're trying to be more responsive to like do the preventative work. So we're tackling areas that we haven't done before in and around people's homes.
They've also been burning around the community. Now we're getting old aunties ringing up going, oh, burn around my house now, burn around my house. And I think people are starting to catch on, and it's starting to bring joy, and it's starting to bring hope, and it's also bringing safety to them as well. And so now it's turned into a community event. That's the difference between cultural burning and hazard reduction. Hazard reduction is authorities, where cultural burning is the whole community. Every region in the world should be able to look after itself and not depend on a government to do it. The community needs to do it because that is also where the co-benefits lie.
That worked pretty effectively. Pretty good teamwork.
Who's home with you?
Rachel, all her grandkids. Courtney and yeah. She not so mobile skin.
I'm so happy that the crew over here are teaching the younger ones how to safeguard the fires.
There's a lot of work put into educating young ones so that they take on the responsibilities themselves, because they need to have it within themselves and not to have authorities sort of telling them what to do.
I was looking up and down the line and starting to see more younger faces there, open-minded, more empowered, and to see stuff like this going on in our own nation. And then I think every year we get stronger and stronger.
And those kids look really eager to learn. Like, it's not just the boys, it's a mixture. It's like the young ladies, they're just enjoying themselves. You know, you see them like they're running around with a grin on their face. They're happy and doing something that to them is fun.
I was raised outside. I was raised in the meadows. I was raised out in the mountains. And for me, my mental health was always good. Just being on the land, being able to connect to the land. And I notice with a lot of our youth nowadays, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. And I notice when I have my boys out here, or even all my kids out in the land, they thrive. They don't look at their phones. I don't see them having problems with their anxiety or depression that bothers them. I think for our youth, it's going to do a lot of good in the long run, especially for mental health.
How is it not having your phone and stuff and not having internet? Do you like that part, or do you wish you kind of had?
No, it's pretty peaceful.
Honestly, working with fire out in the land, it just brings out a bunch of opportunities. More jobs for people. You get to see land come back all healthy.
How's it going up top? You guys need some help?
Just to show the younger generation too that this is the way they used to do it a long time ago, so it's actually quite interesting.
My dad's Jonathan Sita. He's gotten me into a lot of work. Like, he got me into running chainsaws, introduced into bushwork, like field management, stuff like that.
And I'm really happy that my son Samuel's out here and experiencing all this. And school's not going to teach you this kind of work. To be able to experience it with him is actually, I love it.
How is it working with him on this project?
It's pretty fun, you know. It's awesome getting to work with my dad.
For me to be able to pass that on to my son and maybe on to his sons one day, it's actually makes you realize how hard our elders and our ancestors used to work to keep this land, you know, from being destroyed and stuff by wildfires.
Today we're being guided by Roy.
And I have been on a few fires in the last 20 years, so I know.
Roy Lilua, he's an elder in our community.
We're going to burn all this, and we're going to start it on the fence.
He's known this landscape. He's, you know, learned a lot of stories from people. He's got a lot of experience, and being a hard worker, I knew that he would just sort of lead the way.
The younger generation, like how I was brought up, was to listen to our elders, older people that have knowledge.
How old are you, Roy?
I'm still young yet.
Yeah?
74.
And gain that knowledge back, because I guess we kind of like lost our culture.
Once you get busy up there, I don't know.
Let it come.
Let her come. Right, boss?
You boss now. You're the boss. That's good technique, you know, teaching. Looks good, eh? Everyone working.
So when you look at the landscape, it's like our community, we need young people, we need middle-aged people, and we need elders. It's the same with the land. So when it all burns through the land hot, everything gets set back to the same age. And then we're all got to start all over again. And there's no big elder trees to teach other trees how to grow. There's no other plants to help other plants to grow right because they need to be older or support each other in that community. So you see why we need different ages. And you can see, we see ourselves in the country.
Looking at the last 2-3 years, this is the biggest group I've seen, which means we're doing something right.
When they bring up culture burning, they always say Yunesit'in's doing great work. Some years we had like 5 people burning and up to 10 people. Now it's 28.
The group now is bigger than before. I feel like people are getting more interested and wanting to help the land heal.
No, I enjoy it. Kind of soothing. Standing there watching it like take off, or even just moving slowly. I don't know, just and like I don't know. Everybody says like fires bring people together.
Everybody looks like they're having fun, and it's just great to see that people are laughing and having conversations and smiling around, big smiles.
Everyone's just in bliss, you know?
Yeah.
It's that connection, you know?
Yeah. It's really beautiful out here. When I first came out here, I was kind of like astonished by how beautiful it was. Even to see like all those burnt trees over there, I was like, damn. But community's cool, it's getting bigger, growing, doing cool things like this now, like slowly, but surely.
Victor spoke about firefighting culture is very macho, you know, and this isn't macho. This is like giving love to Mother Earth.
TLC. Yeah, I feel that. Like, I really believe Mother Earth is a provider, and she can heal people in different ways. She helps people come together too, and it's like nice and gentle, and it's really good for people to get out and ground themselves and be one. Mother Earth is the one that will teach us.